Townshippers. Today's gonna be a quick lesson in match 3. First, of course, let's send off the trains while I'm here. Now, first lesson that you should do, or first point you should do, not a lesson, is have maximum friends. In my friends list, I probably have 10 to 20 people through the history of my township journey that I've known. The rest I've just added as they're requested. For example, this neon rainbow. So you get the maximum amount of friends you can have, which I currently stand at, okay, while I'm here, I stand at, while I'm here, close to 300. It won't let me, I think I'm at 295, 4. It won't let me have full 300 for some reason. That's okay. You can also look here on add friends. I remember it used to be full of people I could just request to be friends with. And now that's disappeared. And even in this section, my God, where is it? Friends. The pending requests have also gotten smaller. But anyway, get full of friends. The maximum, doesn't matter who it is. I have no idea who these people are or whatever. I find that generally the higher the level, the less help they need. So you want maybe people around the 50 to 200 range to help them to get potentially balloons. I would say that from balloons, that's 2. I had one earlier today. I'll probably get 3 match 3 tools from them, but I do help people a lot, so that would be a little bit unfair to expect kind of normal person to be doing that. You know, I can help because I've got this big barn, right? So that's number 1. Try to have maximum friends. Number 2 is join a co-op. Right? You join a co-op which is not very serious. So, you know, if you do 1 or 2 tasks or 15 or 13 or whatever the limit is, they will not grumble, they will not kick you out. These chests here, which is now 8 out of 8, down the bottom, right? These things here. And potentially this one here at the end, if you do win the round, they often carry great bonuses. Ranging from barn tools to match 3 boosters or tools. Very handy. I'm really surprised, because I haven't played Regatta for many years, that these small bonuses are adding up. And of course, the more tasks you make in Regatta, you get these bonuses, these tokens or whatever they are, at the bottom to spend. And I will definitely take these dynamites. I will definitely take this the jackhammers. I have already used up taking them. I've took 5 of them, and then the price doubled. So I am not gonna take any more of them. I think, unless I just have tokens to burn. It looks like we will qualify to the next league. That's probably as high as you want to go. But even in the lower leagues, the first league it's quite good prizes. Everyone gets this opportunity. So that's number 2. Number 3 is when you're playing match 3, you must win 10 in a row to get this free disco ball. After you win 3 in a row, you get these tools. And you must put yourself in a position where you do not restart with these lives. So you do not go back to 0. Once you get to this position, 10 out of 10, you gotta spend town cash, spend tools, whatever it is, but you cannot go backwards. It's too costly. I've done it before. It really makes a huge difference. So you gotta work yourself to the position where you have these tools and stick to it, which means having boosters like I have right here. I have plenty of rockets, plenty of dynamite, the disco ball, rainbow ball, call it whatever you want, and you go with that. Now, when you start playing, there is a tendency, which I also have, is we rush, right? We're competing in farmers race, we're competing in disco clash. It's all time limited. When you get these initial bonuses in the game, right? I've used them up already, but you get 15 minutes of double time, 30 minutes. You get them great bonuses of 30 minutes disco ball, you get 30 minutes dynamite, 1 hour, I think, of the rockets. It's all great, but it's all time limited. So at least in my brain, I hurry, and that's wrong. And look, I'm not the greatest match 3 player by any means. I make a lot of mistakes. One I will show you when I open up this level. So do not rush. That's another, take your time. I keep telling that to myself, and I don't do it often. Think about what you're going to be doing. Because I think it's a kind of a hidden catch-22 situation. You're trying to rush to win, let's say, farmers race, and yet it's costing you town cash or tools to win the stage. So here, okay, I will start farmers race, but I don't care where I finish. It's really not important. I'm just gonna do it as a side bonus. So let's start. I didn't take any boosters. Now, the number one mistake I do in match 3, and maybe you do it also, is I do not check what the tasks are. All right, so I've got to get 2 keys down, 9 batteries. Batteries are here. I've got 17 moves. Often I just look at the 17 moves. Second mistake I make is I often miss the fact that there may be 2 or 3 screens. So I'm playing on this screen, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I've got moves to spare. And I totally miss that there will be another screen to follow. I'm just gonna write down how many of these, I call them side tools. I don't know what they are, to be honest, in game. These side things I have when we're starting this experiment. I'm gonna try to play about 10 games, see how much I will use up, how much I want. So first thing, let's get on with gaming. So we covered kind of maybe the obvious, but sometimes they are not that obvious. First thing I do when I see the screen is check if I can make disco ball. I can see that I can't. Then I see what other things I can make. I can make, obviously, helicopter out of them red ones with a view that I may be able to use a helicopter to get rid of one of these chestnuts, which by the way I don't need to do for my task. Sometimes I also forget and I'm getting rid of the chestnuts and it's not even the task. With the idea of getting rid of the chestnut, so I can line up, I can drop the dynamite lower and then use the disco ball with that. So that's gonna be the plan. Right. The great thing about helicopters is they clear the tile next to it, right? So now the plan is I will move this helicopter with my finger without letting it go this way. And I let it go when it's on this blue tile, which should get rid of this chestnut, dropping the dynamite one lower, but not affecting where the disco ball is. That's the theory. Sometimes it doesn't work like that, but let's have a look. Okay, so now that's worked out quite nicely. So I could set off, and I probably will set off the disco ball, but I'm just checking to see if that's wise. What I could do here is I'm thinking right now about setting off the rocket. Right, so I'll set off the rocket. It'll clear this path here. This helicopter will drop down one, and then I will drop it down here to clear more chestnuts. So it'll clear these two chestnuts. So that's where the dynamite will explode later. So, but that's gonna cost me 2 moves to do that. Is that worthwhile doing? To be honest, I don't think it is. So I'm gonna go, I've considered it, took my time. 15 moves, that's nice. Let's set off the disco ball and see what happens, right? This is all gonna be unpredictable. It cleared a lot of the chestnuts nicely. Now, this is always a bit of a lottery, this one. Ideally, the game should go on this level and take out them things. Let's see what happens. So you take the rocket, move it onto the helicopter. So that locks in the move. Yeah, it didn't quite do that. Surprise, surprise. So my plan now is to get rid of this central battery. I will do it using that, hopefully. Yeah, that didn't work well, did it? So I have to keep going with that somehow. Let's do this. Okay, I got lucky with the dynamite, but that's okay. Now, what I do with the batteries, I concentrate on taking one out, not trying to, like now I could explode the dynamite and they will move both of them down by one. No, I need to hit this right one at least 3 times. So I'm gonna make a helicopter. Always look around if there's helicopter. So by moving this one down, I'm gonna make helicopter. That'll also take one off this battery. right? So I'll do that. Nice. Now what I will do is, instead of just activating the helicopter, which is tempting, I will make these 3 green ones. They will also hit this battery one time. Then the helicopter will hit the battery and fly off to the other battery, is the plan. And hopefully this right battery will be done. Okay, I'm still keeping the dynamite up my sleeve. Right now I will just try to make matches, as much matches as I can. I've got one here with the blue. I've got in my pocket this one here with the blue I can make, and of course got the big dynamite if I need. So I can already tell that this level is 1, no dramas, so I will go 1 hit. Okay, I've got with the yellows another hit, with the blue another hit, and I can just finish things off now with this rocket here. Okay, so of course my pace is terribly slow because I took my time thinking about it, what I'm gonna do. Now the mental pressure begins, right? If you're really competing hard, like these guys have already done 4 levels, I've done 1, yeah, but I've earned some cash and I didn't spend any boosters or any tools. So I didn't mark how much cash I started off with. Let's say I start off with 2, 8, 8, 3, 30, I think I started off with. Let's move on to the next one. For green levels, I don't use any boosters at all. For blue levels, I try not to. And for red levels, I use all 3. Hopefully we'll have all of them to come. Again, batteries, right? To be honest, I'm not a big battery fan. They're really hard to defeat. Really hard. I've got 12 of them to do. 5th plus, I gotta fill in the grass. In 7 moves, I will definitely need this helicopter on top of the rainbow ball. I can of course use a jackhammer to do that, or I can use a drill actually, right? They'll also hit the battery. Don't want to do that as of yet. I'm gonna try to first see how many times I can hit this closest battery, this one here, right? I can hit it once with this blue. I can hit it again with the dynamite. Then I may use the jackhammer to drop the helicopter down. So with 17 moves, it's a lot of moves. So no need to panic. Plus the good thing is, the other task is I need the grass, right? So by moving this blue up, it'll fill in this grass, which then hopefully setting off the dynamite, because I will move it 1 over, will then fill in with grass. Grass is not the vital aspect just yet, but let's get on with it. Okay, so that was nice. I got lucky and I could hit the battery again either with, let me just move, either with this red, either with this red, right, by moving this one here, or I could hit it with this red. It keeps scrolling. So I've got double options. I think I will hit it with this red. Okay, now I'm gonna hit it with blue. And now my hit stop. So I'm gonna hit it with the dynamite. Okay, and I got rid of it. Very good. Now I need to concentrate. What else can I do? before I activate the rainbow ball. I mean, ideally, I would like to drop it there without having to spend a jackhammer. Let's hit this other battery. Okay, so I got a couple of hits on it. Got rid of that. Okay, so now I got lucky, but you kind of make your own luck, right? I didn't rush with a disco ball. I will now drop this this red one lower. They'll activate, they'll sit the helicopter down on the disco ball. So that's what I will do. Now, is it time to set it off? That's the other question. I have no idea where the helicopters are going to fly to. We got 10 moves. My gut instinct is I don't have to rush yet. The 2 batteries are untouched, so I can start using them by making a helicopter with the red one, which is this one. So hit it once. Hit it twice. 3 times and set off the helicopters. I know with the disco, with this disco ball here with the helicopter, I know it's not going anywhere. It may well slip down if I take this wooden thing out, so I don't want to do that, because maybe then it'll like travel down there, and a lot of the times it's absolute nightmare what happens. You're all ready and then suddenly you're not. I've got another disco ball. I should really use it up. And I should use it up by taking the yellow color, because there's lots of yellow color around here. They'll fill in things. So, and plus it'll make a helicopter here. But it will take out this wooden part, and my disco ball with the helicopter may slip. I really don't know. It may just be stuck there and all is good, but it may slip. We will see. So let's do the yellow. Okay, so now I've got like helicopters galore. What I will do is take out the blue. Okay, and now I will set off the helicopters just to finish the stage, probably with few moves left. So that looked enough difficult to start off with, but at the end it was reasonably easy stage. Okay, that's not going to be the case now. I always boost everything for the super hard levels. Sometimes it's a waste, but I just do. Okay, so the task is not the foam, which I instinctively thought, let's get rid of the foam, let's get rid of the foam. Actually, the task is 24 records in 13 moves. Okay, we could set off the rockets. I don't think that's wise. I'm thinking straight away. I'm thinking if to move this yellow block here, which will hit this record and this record, or if to move it down here to make a helicopter and it'll hit only this one. But I will have a helicopter and it'll take out this foam and this foam. Hence create more room for when I will activate this or this rocket or the dynamite. 13 moves. There is time, but there is also a chance that the foam will swallow my disco ball. But I will go with the helicopter option. We'll get the helicopters even more. Now I will get rid of some foam. Now what? I think I will choose rockets, because dynamite is not gonna reach deep where I need. Rockets probably will go a little bit deeper and see where we end up. Okay, so some of these records have been cracked. I don't see disco ball chance. I see a lot of dynamite, which might be handy. For example, moving these is dynamite. Moving these two is dynamite. Moving over here will give me a rocket. 9 moves. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Looks like the foam is not growing, so let's do a dynamite here. Oh yeah, disco ball, that's very handy. Let's, because it's a disco ball, should I make a helicopter out of these yellow ones here or a rocket? So I can make a helicopter or a rocket. Of course, looking around, I have another disco ball here, but I have 8 moves. Very, very, very rarely should you not make a disco ball. So let's make a disco ball. Now let's make a helicopter. Okay, now the foam is moving. And now what? Let's take out the blue, because they'll drop the disco ball as well as open up some records. Let's do that to drop the helicopter. Alright, so now we have 4 moves, which by activating the, probably activating either the dynamite disco ball or the helicopter disco ball, they'll get rid of them. So just always look around and do not rush. And to be honest, that's my #1 mistake. I just rush too much. You have all the time in the world, right? However you finish in Farmer's Race, whatever, what do we get? We get, actually Farmer's Race has got some really good winning tools, right? Even 2nd place is decent. Even 3rd place is decent. Like, because this unlimited time is absolutely useless. You should never restart your turn, so this unlimited 1 hour is useless. So let's not rush, let's get on. So that's a 2 screener, which I almost again didn't see, because I don't know. It's my weakness, is not seeing what I'm supposed to do. So we have 17 moves to fill in the grass and milk bottles. We have a disco ball here where the helicopter is, so let's take that. What else can we do? We need to try to move from this very quickly. I'm tempted to use the right disco ball for the red to free up things and green the tiles a bit, as well as they will take out some milk bottles, like here. These milk bottles will be taken out. Hopefully this will fill in. 16 moves, yeah. Let's do the red. May even drop the dynamite, just like that. So that's why I did it with the other one. Now we activate the dynamite, of course. That's gonna come close to clearing the stage. Okay, so look around what we can do. The game is even by itself suggesting the best move, which is a disco ball. we would like to drop that helicopter onto the disco ball. Let's make another one here. Now this is a good trick to know. Helicopters can clear these two tiles. Right? I clear these two tiles with this helicopter, which will mean that this helicopter will end up over here. So I will do it by dragging it down onto the green and then releasing. Right, and that's gone well. Should I already activate it? The answer is no. I want to green even more things and take out as many milk bottles as I can before that happens. But I gotta be careful not to set off my disco ball. So I could do this. Oh, see, that's the thing, that's the unknown thing. My helicopter slipped and there's really no way of predicting that. I got lucky, it slipped right next to the thing. So should I have waited or not waited? That's the question. Clearly I shouldn't have waited. I should have done this before. And that's also one thing I need to learn, because as you can see, the helicopters are extremely powerful and they clear it easily. So yeah, maybe I'm trying to be too clever sometimes, right? I think. Let's move on. Disco ball's a bit stuck, but I can see we can make a green helicopter and a yellow helicopter, right? So over here and over here. We can't activate this. It's a very powerful tool, but if I activate it, it'll shoot down the rainbow ball. So we don't want to do that. And by making a green helicopter, it's also going to take out this covered tile, I think. Right. Now I'm going to make another helicopter. And just by tiles moving down, now I will take out this row with dropping down the yellow one. Right. So now I'm pretty... Man, is this a double screen? No, it's a single screen. I would not be surprised if I'd missed it. I'm really... Okay, whatever. Now the question is, I would really love to explode, not to explode the dynamite, not dragging it onto the rocket so it double explodes, just explode it. The rocket will go here, dynamite will clear these tiles, set off the helicopters, which means there will be more room when I eventually activate my helicopters. Because I've got 14 over here to get and 16. That's a lot of helicopters. I've got 12 moves, but the danger is if I activate it, will the helicopter slip down or something? I can't calculate that, to be honest. But let's do it. Let's see what happens. And we'll explode the dynamite. And thankfully, the helicopter stays as it should stay. Now, the temptation would be to set it off. But that's wrong. Because as you can see, I'm one away from breaking this wall, giving me hopefully more tiles on this side where the helicopters will spawn. And I can break that wall by dropping this green one. Right, so let's do that. I know that my disco ball and the helicopter will not slip because they're on top of each other. And I got another disco ball as a bonus. What do we want to do with that? I will probably activate the green color just to help me with these ones. And of course, it also will undo this one and potentially other colors. So let's do that. Wait, I will drag it this way. It will not set off your disco ball or the helicopter, so that's good. Now let's again break the upper wall. So look how many helicopters will now spawn with still a lot of moves left. Now I'm still looking around because I can see there's a disco ball chance right here. So I will do that with 8 moves. And I will take red because red will take out these things. It'll take out this one, it'll undo this one, it'll take out these. And I've got 7 moves, so no need to rush. And the helicopter with the disco ball in my pocket is very strong. It'll take out milk bottles also, which is great. And really now it's already time. It's enough to activate the helicopters. They will clear it all up with no problems. I think with less moves you get slightly more cash. So maybe if I had only 1 move, I will get 15 cash, and because I had 5 moves left, I get 26. But you don't play match 3 to make cash. You play it to make progress in this thing, adventure time, right? So then you make progress in getting cards here. You make progress then to get the Mayor's Weekend, and of course huge progress towards your pass. That's why we play match 3, no other way. Okay, some friends asking, is it? Mari bought gold pass. Let's help her out while I'm here. And let's get back to it. That's it, right? So let's get on with it. Yeah, the disco ball is stuck in a very unfortunate place. Not gonna lie to you, on the side, blocked in with this whatever newspaper things, or I don't even know what it is. It looks like some newspaper rolls. 15 moves to get rid of 8 of them and get rid of the 8 tiles. So what should we do? We've got I can make a helicopter out of the yellow ones, or I can make a rocket. I'm leaning against the rocket because I would try to clear out some room here if I can. Normally I will go and clear out the middle, which I will do anyway because of the dynamite. But let's make a rocket. Let's hit that. Okay, that's all slipped a bit. Let's use the dynamite before it gets swallowed. Let's do that to clear out a little bit more. All right, let's get rid of the rocket. 10 moves. Man, I'm looking at this thing here, right? That would be great if I could put them down, make another disco ball out of them, but same over here, like there's a disco ball chance, but I don't see how that's gonna really happen. I don't see the moves. By moving these blue ones together, I will not only get rid of some of these tiles, but I will also make a rocket. That may move the yellow ones down a bit. So I will try to do that. Let's make a... Yeah, the plan is I need something with my disco ball. And really now with this rocket in the way, in the firing line of the disco ball, and firing line of the, if I move it up, I've got myself in a bit of a pickle. But I will make rocket here with this yellow one and hoping to bring it down here somehow. How, I haven't yet figured out. Oh, this is tricky. I can make a disco ball, obviously, or I can move this one down. Ah, man, I forgot that I don't have the pen. I could have moved it down if you rewind, and then I could have taken these ones out to drop this rocket. However, I didn't realize I don't have them. I don't have the pen, so that's okay. That would have dropped it down and would have been game over pretty much. Now, not that clear how I'm gonna finish this. Let's try this with the rocket. Yeah, because this empty one takes one hit to disappear. This one takes one hit, but this one takes two hits. This one needs 3 hits. So I knew that the one here that was here will disappear, and this one needed 2 hits. Now it needs only 1. So I knew that was safe. So of course now let's release the rockets and see what happens. Wow, still need quite a lot of stuff, right? Ah, I've got disco. No, I don't actually. I could just explode the dynamite and be done with it. I'm off also because the task of the week is helicopters. I'm thinking, could I put the helicopter somehow next to this disco ball? But to be honest, I don't see it. So let's just finish up. Plus, I'm yapping away too much, right? How many games have I done? 3, 4, 6 games so far only. Wow, getting another hard one. So we boost up. All right, so we have the rockets straight away with a disco ball. And we need 4 keys and 46 things. Of course, these tiles are hidden behind the curtain, which we need to lift. With 12 moves. That's not a lot. So the plan here is to start on the keys. All right? And by hitting it with these green ones, I will hit this one and I will hit this one. Some tiles will also be uncovered and everything else will be unaffected. All right. So that's that. What else can I do? I should use this spare disco ball for something, but I can only do yellow and I can do green. Let's go yellow. But also blue. Right. So now we have a dynamite. Let's try to open the middle still. Okay, so that opened one. Let's try to open another key. This is going to be a tricky one. Let's get that rocket done, because the keys are going to be dropping on the right side and they're chained, they're double chained. Let's do helicopter while I activate the rocket, but I will drag this, I will drag this one to make a helicopter as well as activating the rocket. So I got a bit of lucky on the bounces. I'm kind of leaning towards using the rainbow ball with rockets instead of dynamite, but I'm not sure. Let's explode this dynamite, create more room. No, I will use dynamite. Let's do that with 4 moves to go. It's going to be tight as it is. So keys went. Very good. I need 4 of them, so let's do that. And okay, now I can finish it with the rocket. So I probably wouldn't take this much time, right? Maybe I'm taking a little extreme time. I would do these calculations a little bit faster in my brain, but still I'm taking time. I'm considering what I'm gonna do, which is often not actually what I do in game, unfortunately. So let's get on with it. 16 moves with this tricky kind of snowed in because of the nets situation. I would try to get rid of the nets. My plan is I will activate this rocket by pushing it up, and then it'll clear this row. It'll hit the light bulb package, but first I will use these ones to make a rocket, just in case doing the first move will mess it up. So let's make a rocket. Now fire that one off. Okay, now that's trapped me. That's okay. Let's make a helicopter. So luckily it dropped very well for me. Not that I needed it yet. And this is the classic helicopter trick when you've got a little triangle like that, is you activate this one without moving it to the side. You just activate it, because if you move it this way, it'll activate this helicopter. If you move it this way, it'll activate the helicopter and the disco ball. So you just need to hit it and it'll drop the second helicopter down. Right. I still don't need to hurry with the helicopters. Now look what I'm gonna do with this rocket. I'm gonna make a helicopter while activating the rocket. And that activates that. Now I'm gonna activate another helicopter there. I'm gonna get these light bulbs out a bit. Now I can't set off, or can I set off this this combination here? I don't even know what it's called. Now, if I drag it should just fire this way, but not fire this way to upset but will it? Let's find out. All right, so that was correct. I should really remember that, but I don't. Let's break up these packages above. Okay, nice. And now I was just getting too close for comfort. There's lots of dynamites, rockets. Let's just activate the disco ball. Keep a few moves up your sleeve because they may not clear it. Again, I thought it through, didn't rush. Okay. What have we got here? Well, obviously we can make a rocket here. So that's what I will do. And then see our next moves. So that's the first starting point. Now there's not much point activating this rocket thing because it will only spawn in few places. I need 40 of these tubes and 45 of the thing. So let's make another rocket here. So that's dropped quite nicely. Can we move the dynamite one over? Yes, we can. Let's get rid of some green. Let's get rid of some red. Very nice. Let's do that. I still don't want to activate the disco ball too early, even though I may have to. Let's make another. All right, 8 moves. It's getting a little bit tight. This is gonna be a bit trickier than it looks. All right, we have a disco ball I can make, so let's do that. Even though I'm gonna waste it now, that's okay. Took out a few things and I got lucky and I will finish with another disco ball. I would have finished it even without that, but that's okay. So that was a bit of a tricky stage actually, but still not too bad. All right, with the hard level, or blue level as I like to call it, I used to take rocket and a dynamite before the new economy. Now I'm trying to save the boosters, but I am willing to use some of these in-game tools like the jackhammer or the drills. So, all right, with these light bulbs, you need to activate them and then put them out. And you need to put all of them out so we can break through the middle here. Always try to get to the middle, or clear the middle, I should say. So by moving these green ones here, it'll light this one up, this one up, this one up, and this one up. So that's a really great. And then I will probably use a dynamite to help along with that. So that's going to be my first move, is to light them up. Should I explode the dynamite? Not yet. I will also light up these ones. And should I push the dynamite up one? See, the temptation is just to explode it, right? But if you push the dynamite up and let it go here, it should take out this thing here, no? Without taking out my disco ball. It'll also take out this, this, unchain these two. So let's push it up one. Very good. What now? I'm tempted to go with the green, to unchain the green. Let's do this. Got 11 moves. So I've got few moves up my sleeve. Let's do this. Helicopter naturally. I should really think here a little bit more. Yeah, I should have done that even earlier. Look, these yellow ones here. I will move this yellow one up. That will drop these red ones here. My God, the screen keeps going. It will drop these red ones down, right? So these red ones will come down. Hopefully there's no other red ones behind them. And then I would push this red one up to make a helicopter right next to the disco ball. That's the dream. So let's have a look how it works. No. There was another red, so the dream disappeared. But at least I tried. And this is not looking too good. I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna hope that I can still make a helicopter. Or make something. Helicopter now up here. Nice. Now I need to drop it one or use a jackhammer to drop it one. Definitely happy to spend a jackhammer on that. Because I don't see how I can drop it. I could try this. Okay, worked out well. But with 3 moves left, or 2 moves now, yeah, helicopters did not clear everything. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. 1 move left. Yeah. I will use a drill. And I will be able to now finish this chestnut with these red ones. So that's pleasing, right? Because I'm not using any boosters for the hard stage. I did miss a step there. I could have made that move a little bit earlier potentially, but and so how many games is that? 10 games already. Maybe I will finish here, or it's already getting really long video, but hopefully it's informative. Okay, task is 25 blue and the keys, and the problem is after getting rid of 6 green ones, this will explode, and then ultimately that will explode. So I'm tempted just to start the disco ball straight away, see what it takes out. Takes out greens and blues, nice. So now 1 explosion and 2nd explosion. Okay, where are we? Let's make a helicopter here, but set off this wherever that's gonna go. Okay, nice. Let's do red. I'll take out where the keys are. What else do we need? 2 more keys. Where are they? Where is the 2nd key? 2nd key hasn't come out yet. Let's then do let's do this. So let's get rid of this key, and then I need, well, let's do helicopters, because there's an outside chance that I may play long enough to get this bonus. I'm keeping an eye on, then I would potentially get a pack of cards, right? I'm keeping an eye on this competition here, where I've got 200 with a day to go, potentially in a winning position. So that will also influence how I play. Let's get on with playing though. Right, so as always, let's check what we need. We need 50 red and 6 newspapers to be released. The disco ball is a little bit locked in, okay. So straight away, we should be making a dynamite to help us clear the middle. Right, the yellow here is going to be our dynamite. I don't see disco ball chances, so let's do that. Now I don't want to explode it right there. You can't drag it down. But if I explode it where it is, the rocket will take out my disco ball, which would be unpleasant. So I will drag it this way. I'm just trying to clear room. Now what I will do here, oh man, it just keeps going too far. Here is another dynamite by dragging this green color over here, which will move the rocket. I gotta be careful. It'll move the rocket over here. The rocket will fire here to help a clearing, and I will have another dynamite. Okay, I will fire off this dynamite. Now, here I have rocket making opportunity, so let's do that. Even though there's not a lot of red still around, so let's explode the dynamite. It'll clear some of the red. 34 reds, that's a lot. Well, let's get the disco ball going and see what that will clear. The 7 moves. Okay, it's starting to add up now. So let's get this one done. This one done. Now maybe they'll do it. No, not yet. Okay. So again, relatively easy stage, if you think about it. If I miss that rocket at the bottom, that next to the disco ball, it wouldn't have been as easy. This was double screen, wasn't it? And I missed it. It must be double screen, 110. So here we want to move as fast as possible. We have disco things to make disco records. Not disco records, just records. My temptation here is to make wait, I was thinking to make a dynamite, but completely missed the fact that this thing here with this one is a disco ball. Let's go with a disco ball. Right. Now I will use this disco ball dragging it onto the yellow to clear out the yellows and clear out this yellow, so I can then use these two for the next explosion. It should crack some of these records. First, I will crack the remaining record by making a disco ball, and then I'll set off the okay, it didn't clear it. Damn. So we have to have to waste another move on this stage, but it is what it is. You want to crack the record so they are open if possible. So what have we got here? Couple of chained tiles. I don't like the suggestion of the helicopter at the bottom. I would want to see if I can start cracking the tiles. And this move will crack two of them a little bit. But that's where it ends. Okay, let's unchain the yellow ones. Eight moves. Eight moves. It's 8 moves is not a lot. So I'm looking around disco ball, right? I can see that I've got 4 red ones at the bottom. I have this one to bring down. So if I was to use a jackhammer here, I could then make a disco ball. Do I want to do that? And you know, I think I do, because 8 moves is not a lot. And to be honest, I will need something with a disco ball, because these areas here, to grasp them, is going to be difficult. First of all, I need to unchain this thing here. That's stopping the tiles from falling through, I think. So I will spend the tool. Oh wait, another disco ball at the top. We need to make it. Another one down here. And now I could bring the disco balls together and really crack them. But what will that do? Like, you know, I could remove these yellows, right? Just right here. And then activate them. We'll find out what it will do. I don't think in this situation it's as powerful. Okay, it cleared out the grass. That's great. Let's do the records. Let's clue that. Okay, so the records are all out. Yeah, but it's not gonna, I'm not gonna be able to clear them. Maybe. Let's do that. Oh, I got lucky. The helicopter flew to nowhere, but luckily it cracked the things anyway. So 2 more games quickly. I will try to hurry it up a little bit. My God, I keep getting super hard levels when I really don't need them. 11 moves to get into the empty the Fort Knox. Gotta be on the lookout for these green things. They will explode at some stage. Hopefully not on my disco ball. What I'm looking at is moving this dynamite up, so it'll open this safe and open that safe, or alternatively just exploding it where it is, actually not where it is, by moving it over here. It'll make a helicopter there. But maybe there's even a better way. Here I can make a helicopter which will sit right here and then activate it. I think I like that move better. To activate it now, because or not, that's the question. These things, whatever they are, the lawnmowers, if I break a lot of green, they're gonna set off. Is that gonna drop things? Don't know. Got 10 moves, so no need to panic. Let's explode the dynamite. Let's get a helicopter. Now let's set off the disco ball. Yeah, it cleared a lot, which is great. Now, temptation is of course just to shoot this rocket across, but what you should remember is you need to make well, here it'll be easy to get rid of the thing, but my eye generally goes to, before I do that, can I make a helicopter? And the question is, I will make one here, do that, and finish the stage. So did I finish yet, or is it another one? All right, so let's do one more. Actually, and even at this slow pace, I will get some prizes for farmer's race, which is really great. Now, this is probably one of the things I do not like about this game, is the coloring the jars. Plus, we need this task, 4 plus 4 in 19 moves. So I look at my disco ball, it's bordering red, yellow, green. And I can see that pretty much every tile borders red, 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 red. So that's gonna help me color the tiles. So that's definitely the first move. Okay, we got lucky with another disco ball. But to be honest, I need to also concentrate on doing these 4 rocket on rocket tasks. But let's clear out the dust first. As many tiles as possible, hopefully. And where do we land? Now I will try to concentrate on getting some rockets made. But let's not forget, I still gotta get rid of 3 tiles, 3 jars. I will make a dynamite here. I will make a rocket here. Hmm. 15 moves. I will make a another rocket here, even though they did nothing for me really. What to do. Alright, let's bring down the rocket. Man, they're just in such uncomfortable position. Let's clear out the middle. Let's clear out the jars. Okay, so now we've cleared out the middle. The jars. Can I make a disco ball? There's so much red, but I don't see how I can make a disco ball. Maybe there is a way, but I don't see it. So I will set off this helicopter to take that out. Let's make a disco ball. I would love to at least start on this task by dropping this to be down here. And I can do that by doing red and then getting rid of green. But man, this is like a really tough task. Let's explode this dynamite. It's useless. Three more to make. Yeah, like things are just blocking things. All my moves. Let's do this. Clear out the middle again. Yeah, again, I don't see some quick way of making rockets. The one in the rocket in the middle is like, I don't see anything to make a rocket there. Let's use a fan. Okay, so fan did nothing. Let's make one rocket here. Let's drop that down. Okay, let's at least set them off. Ah, man, I'm gonna have to use a jackhammer here. Yeah, what should I do? Spend town cash. Use another fan. Let's use another fan. Oi, shuffle. Jesus. It's like... should I admit defeat and spend 900 to restart? Normally I would. Because this is just gonna get more and more trickier. So I will activate the helicopters to clear everything. Start with a new pallet. Now we're gonna have to spend 900 bucks. So I can see, and now let's have a look where we've got rocket. So one rocket here, another rocket here. Okay, so now I will be able to finish simply by pushing this helicopter here. It'll clear this yellow one. So we'll claim some prizes. So at least it got me one super hard level boosters back. I think I used 3 times for them. That's something. How much cash did I lose? I ended up actually kind of even. But most importantly, I earned these keys towards the pass, because our ultimate goal is to get the barn coupon. I also earned extra energy to play here, because I think I've got still 1 quest to complete. So I think I won't be able to do that now, right? Do it. It's earned me by doing that. So yeah, so I will then later, I will go and dig 70 mine, get more cards here, wonderful, plus tools, right? Don't forget we get some mining tools. So this whole exercise has moved me on in the game, and also earned valuable gems in the mystery thing, hunt, whatever it's called. But you gotta remember, sometimes I played 15 games at plus or minus break even, because you gotta remember you're playing match 3 not to earn money. You're playing it to earn energy and do other things and get cards. Card collections will earn you 15,000 once completed, or 10,000 if it's your first set. That's what you're playing this game for. Anyway, it's a super long video just for 15 things, but hopefully it might be useful.